today's video, we're going to talk about social media. I know it's a hotly debated topic right now. Do you have to do it? Is it necessary? Let's talk about it. And let's talk about the current state of music marketing. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Justin, and I run a program called Cosmic Academy. We're an artist development program. We've been around for over 10 years and work with over 500 students. And all we care about is results. And our students get them. They sign to the biggest labels like Spinnin, Toolrom, Armada. They play the biggest shows, EDC, Electric Zoo. They tour all over the world. And I hope that by doing these free videos and taking some lessons from our premium program, you'll get results too. So let's dive into today's topic, social media. Right now, there's a lot of people online. They're arguing, they're debating. Do we have to do it? Is it good for us? Is it necessary? You know, they call it a necessary evil. Well, let's flesh this out. Before we do, though, do me a favor, hit that like button. We really want these videos to get out there, and it really helps the YouTube algorithm. So smash that like button for me. Thanks so much. I think there's this misconception where people, they blame the labels. The labels are making us do the social media, or they blame their managers, the agents, or these people in the industry. But the truth is, the reason why social media marketing is a part of the landscape now, it's not the labels' fault. It's not their fault. It's the fans. It's all about the fans. And it has to do with where are fans discovering music today? And the answer to that question is social media. They're finding the music that they're listening to and they're learning about on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and all the social media platforms. That is where the music is found. That's where it's shared. That's where it's consumed. And that's the reason. Make no mistake. If it was possible for you to just make a song and have it get put out there and it do very well, the labels would love that. Your manager would love that. But no. Again, it's about the audience. Where is the audience? And the audience is on social media. And I keep saying this word media. And where that comes from is the word medium. The medium by which this message is going through. If you ever took a communication class, you learn a lot about the message and the medium. Let me take you back in time a bit while we discuss this topic and really learn about social media, mediums, and the marketing of it all. Originally, if we go back to prior to visual media, there was radio. And make no mistake, marketing has always been a part of music. I think we try to tell ourselves, oh, it wasn't always like this. No. Marketing, you've always had to do marketing. It was just different based on the medium. So when the medium was radio, there was tons of marketing done with radio. Interviews on the radio, promotions on radio, commercials on the radio, and that's the way that the music was marketed, because that's, again, where it was consumed by the fans. And then it changed, it evolved, and it continues to evolve. The first evolution happened late 70s, early 80s with MTV. And there were songs about it, and as we say, video killed the radio star, which meant that if you were just doing audio marketing and radio marketing, that's not enough. You had to transition into video marketing. So with MTV, VH1, and video now, think about what that marketing means. That marketing now means you had to create music videos and get set designers and directors and cinematographers and makeup and publicists and all this extra stuff. Because again, where's the audience? Oh, the audience is now watching television. The audience is watching MTV. They're watching VH1. And sure enough, you know, Michael Jackson, Prince, these people from the 80s, Madonna, they had great music. But make no mistake, they had great videos as well. And those went hand in hand. The music always goes hand in hand with the brand and the marketing. And if you're doing both, like those artists were, boom, biggest artists in the world. You know, people remember the Thriller video with Michael Jackson. They remember, Prince didn't just do music videos. He did a full-length movie, you know, full-length motion picture. And people saw it, right? That's what it was about. For so many years, for so many decades, it was about video now. Jump into the 90s. I mean, Blink-182. The first time I heard a Blink-182 song was not on the radio. It was on MTV. These guys were running naked and it was blurred out and what's my age again? And then they did a music video, All the Small Things, where they're making fun of all the boy bands. And that was the first time in that medium that I connected with Blink-182. It wasn't on the radio. It wasn't at the CD store. It was visually, because that's, again, where the audience was. That's where I was. That's where the fans were. And again, there's always evolution. It's always going to change. So fast forward to today. We're not watching TV anymore. We're not really listening to a radio. I don't know if any of you have a transistor radio or listening to, whatever station. We're on our phones. You're on Instagram for an average of 53 minutes a day, right? TikTok, so much time during the day, all these different social media platforms. So that's where the audience is. And you don't want to make the content. You don't want to be on there. That's okay. No one's telling you that you have to do anything. You're free to do whatever you want. But like I said before, marketing has always been a part of this. Now, there's a few ways to look at everything. You could look at it negative. Oh, I don't want to make this content. I don't want to do this stuff. Or try to look on the bright side. Let's try to look at this in a positive way. Number one, it's not expensive. It's actually completely free. TikTok is free and Instagram is free. All these things are free. If you go back to the way it was, if you're like, hey, I wish I was an artist in the 90s, do you know how much money it costs to have the stylist and the publicist and the video team and the choreographer and have the dance? It took an army. It took tons of money. Some of those videos cost $1 million. And if you didn't have the money or the resources, you had no chance. So today, I think this is a great thing. You are not having to compete with people with millions of dollars of video budget. No. Your TikTok or your Instagram can go just as viral as someone with $1 million, because our students do it. They play some of the biggest shows. They have huge followings. And in our program, we don't teach anything about using any money. We don't use any money for advertising or any of that stuff. You can do this all completely for free. That's a great thing. Another great thing, you can directly connect with your fans. This is incredible. I mean, there used to be such a distance between you, the artist, and your fan base. If you wanted to contact them, it wasn't so easy. Let's say you did have a really big music video in the 90s and it captured a huge audience. How would you market to them? How would you let them know that you had a show coming up or a song coming out? Because you spent all this money on this video, right? You spent all this time into this video and it did do very well. And you were using it to promote something, your show, your album, whatever. How do you connect with those people again? It's not so easy, is it? However, today, it's much more easy. It's actually quite incredible, where if you put out great content and people are looking at you and they follow you, it's quite simple to let them know that you have a song coming out. Make another post, right? Collect their email addresses, collect them as followers, right? Send them DMs. I mean, the ability for you to connect with them is incredible in a personal, legitimate, amazing way. I think that's a huge positive. Another great thing about today's world of media and the medium of social media is its ability and ease for people to share it. What I mean by that, going back to the past, in the 90s when I was growing up, if there was a song I loved and I heard it on MTV or VH1 and I wanted to show it to a friend, it's impossible. The closest thing we had, this is what I would actually do, is I would take a tape recorder. Some of my older people out there might know what I'm talking about. You take a tape recorder, you press record next to the TV or the radio, and you try to record that song, right? And now you have it on a cassette tape, which you would then bring into school. Hey, buddy, come over here, listen to this. And they throw on the Walkman, and now I'm making myself sound real old. That was the only way to do it. How else are you supposed to share that song? Today, it's incredible. All of social media, it's about sharing, it's about connecting, it's about, hey, this is what I'm listening to, check this out. You click a button, you share it. You click a button, you copy the link, you give it to your friend. And I think it's unbelievable sometimes. I see this song from Rez. It's incredible how this happened. This song, she put out a song 6 years ago, and it started getting shared again. And this song is like having this resurgence from 6 years ago on TikTok. And now it's like one of the biggest songs that she plays at her shows. And people come in because they saw it on TikTok. That's not a bad thing. That is a good thing. Okay? So I think we just have to be realistic here. People that don't want to do it, I understand the reasons why. But music marketing has always been there. having to work within a medium to market to your audience has always been a part of this. Pretending like it hasn't been, it's just not true. And in a lot of ways, it was harder to do and more expensive to do and required money and teams and tons more people. And it wasn't so fun, sitting in a makeup chair and having publicists and doing interviews and going on radio and doing I think that creating content, throwing it out on social media, and just doing the damn thing is not so bad. I know what the main problem people have is, though, they overthink it. They don't know what to post. They don't know what the content to put out. They don't know how to connect with people on the platforms. And that's a video for a different time. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe, turn on the notifications. I will make an entire video just about the content to put out, the overthinking, what do I post, and all that stuff. But I hope in today's video, you're at least understanding that this is not the fault of the label. This is not the fault of your manager, this person or that person. This is just where the world is. People are glued to this thing. And instead of looking at it as like, that sucks, I feel bad for myself, I wish it was the way it used to be. Don't think about life that way. Don't think about this that way. So you know what? There's an opportunity here. Maybe it's better this way, right? So I hope that maybe we flesh out this topic a little bit. I hope you don't hate me and disagree with me too much. Like I said, I wish that we didn't have to make so many Instagram posts, but we do. And this is just where the world is. And you can either wish it was the way it used to be or evolve with the times, because that's truly what this is about. It's going to keep changing and you have to keep evolving. Don't get left behind. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.